Welcome everybody for the new episode of a new review called A Different Kind of Reviews. Usually we'll review comics, but not by issues, although I do write my reviews of issues on comicvine.com individually, but I'm gonna be doing videos on the whole story arc, meaning the entire story analyzed. My name is Airbound Dude, and we're gonna first start with one of the most promising comics of 2011, and with Ultimate Comics Spider-Man Volume 2, featuring the all-new Spider-Man Miles Morales. Also, obviously, this is the first issue, which is not open. I'm not planning to open it. First imprint, which is gonna be valuable from some time forward. And we're gonna start with the story and the origin of Miles Morales. Who is Miles Morales? Well, he's a 13-year-old, half black, half Puerto Rican kid that suddenly he acquires spider powers, and looking at the whole perspective, after the death of Spider-Man, before Ultimate Peter Parker died, Miles Morales got infected by a spider and he became the new Spider-Man. Not alright, but we'll analyze the story as it goes forward, which goes from issues 1 up from issue 2, the third imprint. By I know it was too late to get the first or second imprint. My fault for that. No mistake here. Third imprint, first imprint of issue number 3. We have issue number 4, and this is the first story arc. And issue number 5, in which you can see he's getting his ass kicked by Spider-Woman, otherwise known as Jessica Drew, which, thanks to her and issues that will follow through, we'll see how he becomes the new Spider-Man. 11 months before, I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't read it, well, in this case your fault, but hey, I warned you. In this case, 11 months before Spider-Man died, Miles Morales gets bitten by engineered spider, and he begins to acquire spider powers, which he doesn't want. On issue 2, you see that he sees why, by not intervening, contributed to Peter Parker's death, untimely death, which unfortunately it wasn't his fault. No matter what he would have done, there's nothing he could have done. You know, Parker was dead, was going to die, and his exposure would have been even worse. And you see that he's more closer to his uncle, who's the Prowler in this universe, who's the best thief in the United States, and his dad was also a partner of him, of his Uncle Aaron. And we also see that his father obviously hates all kinds of superpower heroes. So Miles already feels trapped by that statement. He says, I'm not gonna tell him. I trust more my uncle. And obviously we start seeing the first manifestation of his powers, new powers by the way, which includes the power of invisibility, which previously Peter Parker didn't have, and the spider venom sting, which pretty much he becomes like a human tissue. He touches you and then bam, you're knocked out, which worked against Ultimate Electro, to the surprise of everyone, even myself included. And we see that in the funeral of Peter Parker during Ultimate Fallout, he asks Gwen Stacy why he did it. Because with great power comes great responsibility. Cliche at this point, but it's true. You know. And he decides to be Spider-Man. Well, his best friend Ganke gives him a Halloween costume of Spider-Man with a knee pads and everything, and it wasn't bad taste, honestly. Good intentions, but usually that's the fastest way to hell. Anyhow, he becomes worthy of the mantle of Spider-Man when he managed to save S.H.I.E.L.D. by beating Electro, when Electro was beating the crap out of Iron Man and Spider-Woman and Hawkeye and pretty much everyone else in S.H.I.E.L.D. And to the shock of Electro, Mr. Max Dillon, Spider-Man again, like, how could you be alive? I saw you die. And that anonymatum will help Miles Morales, although I was kind of a little bit Earth at the whole concept that Shield already knew him well, but it shows how rookish he is. And by the end of the issue, which is issue number 5, I'm going to show you here. As you can see, this is her being mad for the whole concept of being Spider-Man. And you can see he's already manifesting a little bit nervous, manifesting his new powers to Nick Fury. And in the next issue you saw Max Dillon waking up, becoming the new Electro once again. What an appetite. You see here beating Iron Man, Hawkeye, Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, sorry. So you can see that. And you can see Miles using his spider sting and helping beat Electro, which because of it he acquires his new and in my opinion cooler spider suit. The black and red actually does mix better. It's a little bit more Batman-ish, but hey, this is Ultimate Marvel, anything goes. And even though I also had issue 6 here, which was Polybag, I'm not playing Ultimate either. The first 5 issues and Ultimate Fallout number 4 are the ones that we are gonna I'm discussing right here with you. Brian Michael Bendis and Sara Pichelli have done a wonderful work, both in story art, in the development of the story and the characters, and the art itself, I mean the drawings, and to be honest, it's pretty freaking awesome. I have a lot of friends of mine who weren't fans of Spider-Man. When he saw Black Spider-Man, they were like, whoa, Hispanic as well? Ah, pretty cool, and new Spider Suit actually helps. A lot of people have complained about it, like, oh, political correctness, but honestly, why not? Why not bring a new one? I mean, that's the Ultimate Universe for, to tell the stories that the regular 616 Marvel Universe wants to, but can't. And besides, after the screw up with One More Day, well, what can you expect? But Michael Bendis, a lot of people are criticizing him for doing a couple of story arcs in the regular Marvel Universe, but he's better off, he's on his game when he's in Ultimate Marvel and Ultimate Spider-Man, his creation and baby. And the fact that he's been consistently writing from the very beginning back in 2000, which is a couple 12 years ago, is pretty awesome. You don't see there's very few writers who can stay that long. And Sara Pichelli ultimately has done an awesome work as well. Unfortunately, on issue 6 is written by Mr. Sammy. But well, hey, what can we expect? And ultimately, I'm positive to Ultimate Comics Spider-Man to see how it goes, how it's gonna be moving forward. And it's pretty awesome, actually. It's giving us a little bit of a glimpse of hope in the hopeless Ultimate Universe, because later on with the other reviews, you're gonna see just how bad it gets. So this has been a different kind of comic of reviews from comic books, anyhow. And as this is the first one, Ultimate Spider-Man, first story, Who is Miles Morales? Actually, it says Volume 1 by Brian Michael Bendis, the hardcover trade back. But I'm gonna call it like Who is Miles Morales? The first 5 issues explain. A lot of people are like, oh, too many. That's 5 issues. That's 5 months explaining who is he. Well, we don't know anything about him, and I think it's appropriate. The 5 issues you come to discuss what he is, who he is, and what he's motivated. And we see in the first issues, the first 5 issues, that he is not Peter Parker. He has his parents, both parents, but they're not saints. Particularly his dad having a criminal past, and that's gonna be haunting Mr. Morales later on in issue 6 forward. I'm not gonna discuss that until after the story arcs end. The second story arc ends, which is why I'm telling you it's a different kind of review. Anyhow, this is Airbound Dude signing off. Later, and take care.